Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 8 read. All day, every day, any day.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, here's Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Come on, set, 50. Safety, plant.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Now Jones. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Adrian Amos with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Here's Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 17-0 our score after 1. Jones off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Next to score, Packers 31, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
258.
Check pass, check pass.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
Golden Tate's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On the return, it's Tate. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing again. Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Now.
Throwing now is Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Manning. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Grant Haley in on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. For these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you up.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, as time expires in the first half, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Crosby for the point after. And the rout is on here in this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 27 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. Packers 59. Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Saquon Barkley running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
2nd and 10.
I got you, boy.
At the Packers' 45-yard line.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watch the run.
From the 29, Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to